Hello dear listeners and welcome back to Timeless Romance Tales, where midnight encounters lead to daylight consequences, masks hide dangerous intentions, and love reveals itself in the most shocking ways. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss the next story of aristocratic longing, reckless passion, and fate rewriting the rules of society. Now tonight's tale begins with a kiss. One stolen, one unforgettable, one that changed everything by dawn. Let's begin. Lady Rosalind Fairchild had never wanted to attend the Montclair Masquerade. She hated crowds. She hated gossip. And she hated that her mother insisted she dance with every titled bachelor desperate to court her for her dowry. But she loved masks. The freedom of them. The anonymity. The chance, just once, to be someone other than the quiet, well-behaved daughter of a baron. And so, as violins drifted through the candlelit ballroom, Rosalind slipped away from the crowd. Her emerald silk mask glittered, hiding everything except her eyes. She wandered toward the terrace where cool autumn air kissed her cheeks. That was when she sensed him. A tall man cloaked in midnight black, leaned against a stone pillar. He wore a simple mask, half raven feather, half obsidian, revealing a sharp jaw, a mouth set in quiet command, and eyes she could not read beneath the shadows. He pushed himself away from the pillar, gaze locking onto her like a physical force. "You're running from something," he said softly. Rosalind startled. "I beg your pardon?" "Or someone," he corrected. "Several someones, perhaps." She swallowed. "I don't know what you mean." "You do," he murmured, stepping closer. "Your mother has pushed you toward suitors all evening. Yet here you are alone." Her breath hitched. "How do you?" "I pay attention." He stood barely a foot away now, close enough that she could smell sandalwood and crisp winter air on his coat. "Who are you?" she whispered. "A man who has been looking at you all night," he said, "and wondering why you seem so very tired of being pursued." Heat crept up her neck. "You shouldn't say such things." "If I shouldn't," he murmured, "then why do you look like you want me to?" Rosalind's lips parted. She did want him to. She wanted this stranger to say anything, everything. Anything except her name. Anything except the reality waiting inside the ballroom. He reached out slowly, giving her time to run. She didn't. His fingers brushed the edge of her mask. "This night will end," he said quietly. "Our masks will come off. The world will intrude. I know. But for now," his voice dropped to a whisper, "let me be nothing more than a man who wishes to kiss you." Her heart thundered. "You shouldn't," she whispered. "I know." His hand slid to her waist. "Do you want me to?" She didn't speak. She didn't need to. He kissed her. Slow at first, a question, a test. Then deeper, like he'd waited a lifetime for her. His hand cupped her jaw with reverence, his breath mingling with hers as she melted into him. Her hand slid up his chest, fisting in his cloak, pulling him closer than propriety allowed. The world blurred around them. Nothing but candlelight, cool night air, and the heat of a stranger's mouth on hers. When he finally broke the kiss, Rosalind was breathless. Who are you?" she whispered again. He brushed her cheek. "Someone who has just made a decision." "What decision?" He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he stepped back, gave her one last, devastating look and whispered, "I'll see you tomorrow." Then he vanished into the ballroom. Rosalind stood frozen in place, fingers trembling against her lips. She didn't sleep that night. Morning sunlight poured through the breakfast room as Rosalind sat stiffly while her mother flipped through the society papers. "Oh dear!" Lady Fairchild gasped suddenly. "Rosalind!" Rosalind looked up, nerves already tight. "Yes, mother. You've been mentioned." "What? Why?" Her mother held up the paper, shaking. "It says you are to be engaged." Rosalind's teacup slipped from her hand and shattered. "Engaged? To whom?" Before Lady Fairchild could answer, the butler entered. "My Lady Viscount Hawthorne has arrived. He insists on speaking with Lady Rosalind immediately." Rosalind shot to her feet. Viscount who? But she didn't need the answer. She knew who. She felt who. Her heart pounded as she entered the drawing room. There he was. The man from the masquerade. No mask now, but the same presence. The same storm-dark eyes. The same mouth that had kissed her like sin draped in silk. He bowed slightly. Lady Rosalind. Her voice trembled. You. Yes, he said softly. Me. She tried to speak. The paper, the announcement. Is mine, he said simply. I submitted it an hour ago. Her mouth fell open. You announced our engagement without asking me? His expression didn't shift. If I had asked, your mother would have paraded 50 men before you could answer. That is not your decision to make. It is now, he said quietly, because last night you kissed me back. She flushed scarlet. That kiss meant nothing. It was a masquerade. A moment. A truth, he murmured. Rosalind froze. A truth neither of us can deny. Who do you think you are? She whispered fiercely. He stepped closer. Viscount Adrian Hawthorne, and the man who kissed you last night with every intention of making you mine. She staggered back. This is madness. No, he said. Madness would have been letting you walk away. Her hand trembled. You barely know me. I know enough, he said. I know you're intelligent, proud, brave, gentle, and hiding how lonely you are under all your mother's pressure. She swallowed hard. And I know this, he added. A man who kissed you the way I did would be a fool to let another court you. Her pulse raced violently. But what about my consent? She whispered. Adrian's gaze softened, truly softened. It matters more than anything. If you wish me gone, I will walk out that door right now. He paused. But if you wish to stay silent even for 1 second, I will take it as permission to stay. Silence fell. Rosalind's breath fluttered. 1 second. Then another. She didn't speak. Adrian inhaled slowly, relief, triumph, and tenderness in one breath. He stepped closer. Rosalind. She shivered. What? Tell me you didn't feel it. Last night. Her voice cracked. I did. He touched her cheek with one trembling hand. Then let me court you. Publicly. Honestly. Without masks. Her heart felt too full. Adrian, she whispered. Why me? His thumb brushed her lips, the same lips he'd kissed in the dark. Because last night, he said softly, I tasted truth, and I decided I wanted every part of it. Her breath caught. He leaned in, forehead touching hers. You kissed me like a woman who's been waiting for something real, he murmured. Let me be real for you. She exhaled shakily. I'm frightened. I know. His voice was velvet and steel. Let me be the one thing you don't have to fear. Her fingers curled into his coat. And if we are not suited? Then we part, he said. No scandal. No force. Only truth. Tears welled in her eyes. She whispered, I don't want you to leave. His eyes darkened. Then I won't. He kissed her. This time not masked. Not stolen. Not hidden. Odłąkisz. A beginning. A vow. When he pulled away, Rosalind whispered, You announced our engagement because of a masquerade kiss? No, he murmured. I announced it because the moment I kissed you, I knew I would spend my life wanting more. Rosalind closed her eyes. And in the morning light, Viscount Hawthorne lifted her hand to his lips and whispered the promise that sealed everything. You may remove your mask, Rosalind, but I have no intention of removing mine. Not until you know every truth behind it. And for the first time in her life, she wanted to know everything.